Oh shit, hang on. I need to click on buttons. Which buttons do I press? Here we go. I've got these buttons. Yay, buttons! Hi, this is Mark, and welcome to my Sunday Night Live stream in RimWorld. 42 episodes into this new run. And there's Wild Magic, resting after their knighting ceremony. Doing, I don't know, meditatey night things. I don't know what you're doing, Wild Magic. You're just kind of sitting on a throne, feeling good about yourself. Hey, Mark. Yeah, the name... YouTube, why did you ruin everything with the usernames? Ugh. And it's so that people can't, you know, impersonate people, but honestly, it's a bit dumb. I think you can actually rename your username. I think you can like change it, so that because I mean, if I were you, Darth Malak, I would. Because otherwise everyone will know you were born in 1639. Yay! Oh, astronauts. Yeah, astronauts is great. You're getting over 2 hours a week. That's enough, surely. Well, I mean, it should be. It should be. I've got a lot of footage. I've got to a certain point, having a breather, and then I'm going to go back in and like, but it'll be no disruption to you guys. It's it's just such a fucking deep game. Good God. At some point, guys, I do go and start fiddling with fusion reactors, and oh my God, it's so fucking involved. But it's so good. Oh, Chosen's playing a thing. I think Wild Magic is unhappy, though. Unhappy, or at least has the potential of being unhappy. Undignified bedroom. Absolutely disgraceful. Why? Why? Because you've not got a double bed. Okay. Well, we can. I'll tell you what. Let's get a double bed made. What's like? Can we make a royal bed? Do we have gold for the gold? Yeah, we do. We can make a royal bed. A right royal bed. Do we have like an awesome royal bed? Got an advanced double bed, but I don't feel like that's... Yeah, I think we're just gonna make a royal bed out of jade. How much jade do we have? Cause why the fuck not? We can make a royal jade bed. And I'm just gonna like dump it in here. And then we'll figure out the exact location eventually. So who's got the best construction skill? T-Rex is pretty damn good. Let me get T-Rex to do it. Because, yeah, they just, weirdly enough, just have some good construction skills. He's good. It's Gillen's thing. Shoot frenzy. Okay, nothing relevant for this. Remove the roof. There we go. What's T-Rex doing now? Just making sure that they're hauling things good. Google. Ah, there we go. That makes sense, I suppose. Maybe. So we're going to make Wild Magic, because Wild Magic having a single bed, I mean, don't get me wrong, I also like having a double bed. It's just nice to be able to sprawl out. Oh, speaking of sprawling, where the hell's Freya? She was literally, right, so I put some paperwork on the bed because I need to, you know, deal with it at some point. My god, it takes a long time to make royal beds. I'm just going to clear the prioritized area and then just let it happen, I guess. And then Sigma, who's not particularly great at construction, but I'm gonna let it happen. It's a bed made from jade and gold. It's even someone with low skills gonna be fine with it. So in the cargo of this, we have lots of prosthetic animal legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have all 13 of them. Package of survival meals, silver, medicine, chem fuel. We need to put like shit in there. And then we're gonna just... I do like how that works. There's a lot of packaged survival meals. Let's drop some. And then we're going to have a little look in here. Well, actually, we're just going to load... I guess we're just going to load crap, maybe. I mean, there's so much crap that we've got. How do I... It doesn't look like we can just load things into it. I suppose you can if you form a caravan. But we can't do it like this. Oh my god. Can I just select all of these? Apparently not. I think it's going to take me a little while. Unless I can just kind of... I don't know. People just chuck things in there, please. Hey, Chosen! Things will get transferred slowly. Take back the game from AI. What? Halberds. Machine pistols. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a way of just telling it to load specific cargo. Just that. Oh, as far as the voice goes, yeah, I remember what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Apparently so. Yeah, normally, because all I have to do is restart the audio drivers, but for whatever reason, it just refused to restart them. So I don't really know what was going on with that. But yes, the machine mind released me. Oh, an incendiary launcher. We'll keep that. What else is on this rack? Molotov cocktails. We don't need that many Molotov cocktails. We've already got one equipped. We don't need two in storage. Wow, look at that. Flintlocks. We want to transfer them out. We were. That's why I'm loading up the toad. That's gonna transfer anyway. Battle rifle. Kind of wild magic, yeah. You know how sometimes I go all robot-y, my voice in these. It kind of just was that. It was kind of weird. Look at that. Oh, you gotta like that. You know, they take a whole load of things in one go. Don't know much about Hellcat rifles, but we don't really use smoke grenades, so we'll just keep the one. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. We're getting there. It's taking way too fucking long to get there, but we're getting there. Basically chosen, yes, I am prepping the trade. Do we need anything from here? We don't need that many flash grenades. This is good. Don't worry, Pagey. You haven't missed much. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Game time. We will wait. Oh yeah, we moved the holding platforms as well, Wild Magic. That's now just going to be a extension of the hospital, basically. But it's going to have, like, genetics, I think. And then I'm going to extend it back a bit. It's a whole thing. What I'm actually going to do is, let's get just a crappy wooden door, shall we? How much wood have we got? 280? Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to slap a wooden door there. And then I'm going to be able to just hollow this out and extend it back and make a genetics lab. And then I will probably join it to the hospital. I don't know. A gene room. Yeah, basically. This is going to get shifted out. I think that the gene extractor is probably going to stay, but the gene assembler, all of the gene banks, and then all of the gene processors, which are quite... They're not that pricey, but we don't have enough plasteel for them. That's all just going to be in there, I guess. Kill the tree. Oh yeah, we was putting all the chem fuel into this tank, weren't we? And then it kind of pops out here, but we can drain it in there, and it kind of just does its thing. And apparently it's supposed to refuel things automatically. Oh, see that? Just like slurped up. That's good. Sooner. The ibex dough. I mean, I'm not that bothered, I have to say. Oh, Pagey sent something. Missed what it was. Rewatched Interstellar recently because it will disappear from... It wasn't bad. Not as good as I remembered. Yeah, I just didn't like any of the physics. Like, they just completely ignored some really basic physics. They're like, oh, we talked to so many physicists about how a black hole might look, blah, 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 blah. And then they completely ignored the fact that this high-gravity planet would be almost impossible to get off with the original ship, let alone the little shuttle they landed on there. It's dumb. Anyway. Yeah, the gene assembler will be in there. And the gene processors will just be there as well. But they have to be, from what I remember, like in line of sight of the gene assembler. So it kind of all has to be one room, sort of. It's, at least that's how I remember it anyway. It's all good. We'll figure it out. Look, we're actually getting loads of granite chunks. This is not a bad thing to happen. Yeah, because as you can see, when you click on this, all of the gene banks need to be line of sight, kind of nearby in the same room. I'm pretty sure the gene processors also need that as well. But like I say, we'll figure the bloody thing out. Slowly but surely, we're making this fancy double bed for Wild Magic. Now that they've been promoted. They want more. I know, Wild Magic, it's a nightmare. Oh my god, make weird hybrid animal people. I'm not a furry, I don't know what you mean. Floors. Sterile tiles, because I just like sterile tiles. They look cool. I know they're not necessarily needed for genetic stuff, but I like them. I just think they're neat. And this area may or may not be big enough. What was our, did I even save it? Probably didn't, actually. Did I? No. We saved the bedrocker, but we didn't save the other one. I am drinking peppermint tea. I've even added sugar today, because I just fancy, like, splashing out a little bit, almost. Too late, Pagey. It's already been done. Sad times. But yeah, I'm having peppermint tea specifically because my stomach just feels a bit meh. So yeah. Now what I'm gonna do, because it needs to be done, and I'm just gonna do a backup of the save. Because it needs to be done, and I don't want, like, on my desktop and stuff like that all exposed for everyone to see. There we go. Backup, load game. Let's go. And, yeah. Right, Wild Magic, you are the knight. You can trade with these people. Let's just go. Let's go. Nope. We're fine. We don't need anything loaded. So now we're going to deliver it to here. Trade. And hopefully this doesn't evaporate you into nothing. You'll be fine, Wild Magic. You'll be fine. You've driven one of these things before, right? Well, either way, you'll figure it out. One way or another, you'll figure it out. Whee! Oh no, Paige's in there early. Hang on, you're saying Malak. Do you mean Malak or Melek? Because there's both of us are here. It could mean either of us. I'm assuming you're gonna mean me. Let's have a little look. Pet Keep. Pet Cell Keep. Boom Rat. Us from Baldur's Gate. Fat Nuggets. Angel Dust's pet? I can't picture that at all. Angel Dust's pet? I don't know that one. So we're gonna sell them. I guess I'll pet the Boom Rat and then keep Us. Because Us is super powerful. Now the question is, do we then, to complete the mission, do we just kind of... Either way, we're going to get rid of the Luciferium. We've got a load of high explosive shells, but that's for the pod. Sell a bunch of things. They don't want to buy a load of things, though. They've got some good quality prestige cataphract. Like 6,000. Holy crap. How do we... Oh, fulfill trade offer. Yes, confirm. Quest completed. So basically that gives us 7 Archite capsules. That's good. Ooh, a psychic reader for trade reasons. I feel like that might be a good idea. Fireworks are going off if you're wondering what that noise is. Don't know whether you can hear it, but that's what's going off. Bushy. What's bushy? Very happy and only bushy beards. Yeah, we did. Oh, we've actually then collected the capsules directly. I suppose that makes sense that that's what would happen. What else have we got? We can just about... We can just about afford the psychic reader. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. And then I guess we're just going to return journey it. Well, we're going to need to refuel from everything in the cargo. Because bloody hell, this burns through fuel. But yeah, there's nothing else that we could do with trading. Package survival meals. That's basically it. They didn't want any of the firearms. We could just go somewhere else to trade. How much do we actually have? I thought I did sell the Luciferium. Pretty sure that's what I did. What have we got in here? Let's click trade again. 488 chem fuel. We've got loads of chem fuel. So let's go somewhere else and trade. Let's trade with these guys. God, this is fucking easier than the road trip. What the fuck? Yeah, I know, it's very inefficient, but it is useful. Medicine, packaged survival meals. There we go. Shotguns, machine, pump, auto pistol, flintlocks. They're not much each, but let's be honest. It doesn't really matter. We're selling a lot. That's over 500 we get for that. And while we're here, what can we buy for that? Because we might as well buy something. See what's at the top. Chocolate ruined simple grill. Intimacy City. I know, it's a hell of a name. It's a hell of a name. I don't really need that. Glitter medicine flake, blah blah blah. I mean, plastil's not a terrible idea. The only problem is it's very expensive. And we can produce it ourselves, so we probably don't really need it. What's this reunion fast? Not that we can buy it right now. We don't have enough. After a short meditation period, followed by a coma, taps into the dog's bloodline to skip all living family members to their proximity. What the fuck? Knocked out through psychic shock. Does nothing to change their relationship and is considered rude by all the factions. Yeah, no shit. That's kind of weird. It is very weird. I don't think there's anything we necessarily need right now, so I guess we're just gonna sell the weapons. Refuel from the God, that is very expensive. Jesus. And then just kind of return back here. And we're gonna actually land off the landing pad. Because otherwise it's like it blocks the landing pad for like the actual vehicles, the visitors. But yeah, that was a hell of a thing. Components and advanced components. We're making them. We've got like 75 components and 24 advanced components. We're making them reasonably well. Yes, it saves a bit of time to well, we've got nerve spiker, limestone, archite capsules. Here we go. Psychic reader. Get rid of that. There we go. And yeah, so we've got 10 archite capsules. Now, bear in mind, we don't really have that much in the way of archite-related things. We literally have gene implanter, and that is the only archite-specific thing. But it's there if we need it. Yeah, we don't have much steel, but we have the availability of producing steel. There's uranium there as well. It's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I feel like powering a light directly off the geothermal generator is not necessarily the best thing to do, but it'll be fine. There you go, build that light. But yeah, we'll build up the steel again. Not a biggie, not a biggie. I mean, maybe steel would have been... Okay, maybe buying some steel would have been a good idea. I think it's a waste to buy components and advanced components. But yes, steel perhaps would have been a better idea. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's all good. So yeah, that was a whole thing. That was cool. So, available. What have we got? Pyrotoxin? No, we don't want that. I mean, it's a lot of 486 toxic waste packs. It's so much. Orbital spacecraft hack. That's something we need to do at some point. That just brings down a craft randomly on our map somewhere, and we have an amount of time to hack it. And an ancient terminal. I mean, I'm going to accept that, obviously. And there's the Worshipful Village. It's another Worshipful Village one. You'll be fine, Chosen. It's probably a good idea. But yeah, let's at least have a little go. We'll do that then. Because you got the mech link. Now we're gonna have various things. My brain is just not. Psychic reader, there it is. Good grief. Took me way too long to find that. I have no idea what. We still haven't done anything with these ovums, but I suppose we should probably stop building things just for a little while. Just let things build up a bit, you know. We could go on a road trip to the Worshipful Village. Send a few people. Take the APC. I think the APC can hold like 3 people, isn't it? Let's click someone and right click. Yeah, 3 people. Driver, gunner, passenger. Send that off there. Do a bit of trading as well. Whatever. Oh, is that right, Wild Magic? Interesting. Who's the best medic that we have? 14 there. 12, 13. Well, it seems like Delta Halo is the best, but there's not much in it. Looks like Page Jr. is resting. Let's get Paige trained up. Bit of brain surgery. They've had a neural supercharge as well, so this will obviously make things a bit better. Hey, Water! It has indeed been a little while. How have you been faring? Hopefully real life has been treating you well. Yeah, we're getting a load of the old crew in, as it were. Psychic reader successfully implanted. Good stuff. What do we currently research? Oh, I did put a pause on research just so that we can build up some supplies. So I think we should leave it for a little bit. Yeah, that's been diggying. So much steel in this area. Speed things up while it's since it's midnight. Yeah, not dying's one of my favorite things too. These are a few of my favorite things. Damn, you've been around. At some point I do need to go further east than... Hang on, what's the furthest east in the world I've been? Jerusalem, I guess? Yeah. Many years ago. I would argue over 3 decades ago I was in Israel for a brief stopover. I think that's the furthest east from where I live that I've ever been. Furthest west would be California, I guess. Furthest south would be Florida, because weirdly Florida's quite southy. It's quite surprising when you look at it on the map. Furthest north would be Iceland. Yeah. be an interesting thing to know, Chosen. It would be a bit of a pain to try and figure it out through a process of elimination. Do you know what I mean? Because that would be just a bit of a, like, faffing around, and you'd have to keep sending people backwards and forwards, and it would just be a bit of a shit. I'm gonna give... Sigma's got 8 construction. They're doing alright. I might just put construction icon. Just because that will then make me... It will encourage me to give them more construction jobs. Yeah, we know that. Make piano complete. Cool. There is a piano. We will now install the piano in the main room. Huzzah! There's not a huge amount of room, but we've got a fucking great, a good quality piano. What's Delta doing? Making a flak vest. This is good. This is what we like. Oh, sorry, my bad. I always get those two things mixed up, Delta. Oh, the piano is being installed by... Yeah, by a Wolsey one. So now we have a fancy piano. I thought Paige was straight away just going to go and, yay, I'm going to play it. Yeah, this is pretty good. Rec room, extremely impressive. Look at this. That rug's doing really well. Look, oh, the actual ornaments and stuff are doing well as well. I guess we'll find out soon enough, Delta. Oh, Rocket Squee can. Look, see? Rocket Squee's playing the piano. You can definitely hear it. Oh, you weren't listening quick enough. I like how everyone just sat there. Strudel's like sat on the chair backwards. Not sure exactly why. I guess they're trying to be cool. Doesn't work. Yeah, I may just like... I may just toggle the power on that. Just so that we're not burning through too much in the way of resources. Because all the components are all very well and all that, but let's not go crazy. Slowly the Jade Royal bed's being made. Ever so slowly. So what are we now going to grow here? More cloth, maybe? Yeah, probably more cotton. More cotton, yes, there we go. Cotton. Yes, yes. The piano. I don't think it would be appropriate, but you might be right. But I don't think it'd be appropriate to make a chair. It has to be one of those stools, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it has to be a stool. And it has to be like a pale colour. I think it has to be that. I think it's going to have to be a limestone stool. I don't remember seeing any... Were there any, like, fancier stools? But it has to be a stool for a piano. Can't sit with a back. Yeah, that's about it. A coffee table. Oh, interesting. Silver's a bit too much. Yeah, isn't it, Little Horn? It's a good piano, specifically. Just kind of want these to just all rot away. You know what I mean? We could burn them. Can we burn them? We can burn them, actually. Maybe I should. Maybe we should just have... To be honest, though, we do have weapons smelting and things like that. It's a bit complicated to try and find which of all of these smelty things are for what, but they are there. Right, look, we've got all of these biocoded nonsenses. Little Horn is making biofuel, of which we are very thankful. God, look at how much... Oh, no. Oh, the sandbag. No, I was testing the sandbags, wasn't I? To see if that made much of a difference. And I was going to watch the next time that we have any issues. Because then that would then maybe stop things dropping on it. I don't know whether it will, but it might. Sandbags also made of cloth. Maybe they'll burn. It's entirely possible. But I know you can't just put fences next to each other, because then they kind of become one long fence, and it kind of... I don't remember what it did, but it kind of messed things up. We also should probably just, you know, build that. That would be sensible, wouldn't it? Otherwise, this entire thing doesn't work. Bed's slowly getting there. How are people doing? People are generally reasonably happy. You want a neural supercharge. Smelting apparel. Well, go and, once you've smelted that worn out but excellent quality flak vest, go and get your supercharge. But beyond that, people are generally in quite high spirits, it seems. Apart from Smoke Pop. Smoke Pop has no reason to be unhappy necessarily, but no reason to be super happy either. It's something. Right, I can get rid of those walls now. Build some more thingies underneath, and then we can start moving all the genetic shit into there. I think we need more banks, more gene banks. But I don't want to use up too much space for gene banks. Maybe 8 is enough, but they're kind of basically full now, aren't they? Yeah, there's literally no more space for any more genetics, so maybe 10. That gives us a bit more space for what we need. So if I just put a load of banks here, yeah, let's see, get some more beautiful, beautiful sterile tiles. It's the most beautiful thing. There we go. This thing unfortunately cannot be moved. These fortunately can. So I'm just going to now start reinstalling the gene banks over here. I'm just going to put them in a long line. I suppose we should probably make some conduits. That should be about right. How much steel do we have? Enough. And for now, I'm just going to line them all up there. Put that there. Yeah, not linked to building, I know. And then, what does this actually require? Ooh, okay. And then I'm going to make a gene processor. Do I need a larger hospital? I'm just thinking about what... I've just built the bloody cables as well. They're hidden. Doesn't really matter. I'm just thinking about where to put things. Well, if I do need a larger hospital, I'd only need to build one more wall out. Which actually works quite nicely. Wait. Yes. No. 2 more. Okay. Which is kind of a bit annoying, because then things will stick out a bit weirdly. Growth moment for Strudel! Fantastic! Good old Strudel is doing a thing. So I'm just reminding myself. Oh, yeah, I thought so. Well, Pagey, Strudel is getting older and older by the moment. It looks like they were maximum tier. Yeah, I'll try and squeeze them all in, Chose. And the reason why I'm kind of deciding where to put the first one is because I want to make sure that the line of sight thing works around that corner. I know, Pagey. Oh my god, we've got tough. We have tough as an option. Oh my god. That's pretty good. And in fact, that might be immediately the best one to do. I feel like tough. Oh my god. Yeah, it's got to be tough. I feel like since they've gotten into mining, let's give them mining. They like that. They've got a passion for construction. We could increase their passion. What else can we do? Yeah, tough is like a no-brainer. I think we should give them a passion for melee. Since they've got tough, yearns for the mines. Well, had a passion, now has a burning passion. Like, properly like, or wants to be in the mines. Since they've already got construction, I want to do construction. What do you want them to be for their 4th and final, Pagey? Artistic, shooting, or social? Nimble is dodge chance and less chance of... Wow, so Strudel is going to be like... Oh, Malik's snuck in there, Pagey! Oh, no! Got another one! I think Malik's actually timing it now. Like, I can't remember exactly what the timeout is on the Freya like and subscribe thing. But I think Malik's recorded it and is now going to be, like, waiting for the exact amount of time. There you go, you see. Fair enough, Malik. So what do you think, Pagey? I will let you choose the 4th and final skill. Because with nimble and tough, melee is an obvious choice. But yeah. I mean, we do, but it's not going to hurt to have more. You want artistic? We can do artistic. Get them being arty. I'm gonna have a sip of my peppermint tea. What a good growth. Fucking tough. Tough and nimble. They're gonna be potentially a good warrior. Yeah, more art is always a good idea. It's never a problem. Like how Strudel. The only reason why Strudel's got tough skin is because they keep having to set fire to all of that wood in the tunnel of love. They've basically just got scars, burn scars throughout their entire body, and that's why they're tough. I have to wait for that to cool down a bit. Where the hell is Freya? Oh, of course she's, yeah. I need to position the camera again. Because she's, now with autumn closing in and the weather getting cooler, she's now, you know, refound her love of the heater. So she's often next to that. So, yeah. No, I'll go arty then. Let's do arty things. I think that's it. Tough. And all of that. Yeah. is good. Right, let's have a little look at what their priorities are. Strudel, what are your priorities? We want you to have construction as a good priority. Mining already is a good priority. There's nothing else that immediately springs to mind, but I want you to kind of focus on mining and doing construction-y things. I want you to practice construction. In fact, actually, I'm going to put construction as that level of priority. Nah. We'll leave it at that. You'll construct if ever there's anything that needs constructing. Art, I'm going to put it 2 as well, since you've got a passion for it. Off-by-one technically also has quite a lot of passions for various things, but we can leave that at that. God damn it, why are you going that... Oh, I suppose... Okay, maybe you can't quite get to that otherwise. Zzzt. There we go. Power. Okay, we are slowly getting there. So, I was thinking about expanding the hospital slightly. I think I'm just gonna break down this wall. Break it down, yo! I wonder whether the processors can be moved. See, that's a good question. Yeah, let's do this. Reinstall. Obviously, we're gonna reinstall like there and reinstall like there. Here we go. That bed. I like how T-Rex is there with something that sounds rather loud while magic is there. Well, that's why I thought I'd get rid of the room and just merge it into one. But we can move things around a bit. I just thought if I can make it one big room, it won't be so bad. See what it looks like. See if there's any penalties. We'll figure it out. Oh my god, that is a very good question, Paigey. I would say that grandparents don't get a say. At that point, it would just be, let's see what the community says. Let's see if I just have a favourite name that I want to do. That would basically be what I would say. Otherwise, it gets really complicated. But yeah, if this series keeps on going, it'll be, yeah, we may end up with grandchildren. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a gene processor. I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to see what the range of things is. And see if these can be moved once they've been put down. Because this thing cannot be moved once it's put down. You have to break it. Which I don't like doing. But the gene banks, as you've seen, can be moved. That's the problem. Well, one of the minor problems with RimWorld is that you just... It's arbitrary what you can and cannot move. Like I get that maybe some things would be difficult to move, but like, why can certain things be moved and certain things can't be moved? It makes no sense. But It is what it is. I don't necessarily want someone with only 8 construction to be the one to complete this, but... We've got some visitors. Ruby kinship. Yeah, it gets a bit crazy. It's Chosen. Chosen is still doing the snooze. Exactly, just like, it would be such a racket in there. Oh, Strudel got construction! What did they do? Oh, they're breaking walls down. Yay! Okay, now you can finish off your own bed. This makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you move it over Y1, I'm just going to put the floors in now, though. Then you can put another rack here, but then they're touching, and I don't know. I like the spacing on things. We'll figure it out. I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily too important right now to figure it out. I just need to know what my options are. Like, can you move these processors? No, you cannot. Ugh, fucking RimWorld. Why you like this? Okay, so building a copy. What's the range on these things? Holy ooh. Oh, there is a bit of a range there, look. And it seems to be approximately the same kind of range for the gene processors. But what that says to me... Oh, and line of sight is important. Though it's quite generous with the line of sight issues. Like there, that should not really be in line of sight with the things that it is in line of sight with. But we're not going to complain too much. That range is pretty good. So here it can get the back row of gene banks. So, putting it against this wall is absolutely fine. Would not be a problem. I just can't put it against this wall at the bottom. Which is fine, whatever. Oh, do gene banks, not gene banks, gene processors block the line of sight of gene processors? Probably not. But I need to check that. Oh my god. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to find out. Come on, Wild Magic, finish that bed. If you stop working on that bed, I'm going to force you to finish it. So, this gene processor will either block its line of sight of the things. Bear's brain. Bear's brain. Good question. Yes! Bea is now fully healed. Huzzah! Wild Magic is so powerful. They deserve, just for fixing Bea's brain, they do deserve the fancy bed. We're turning Wild Magic into this fucking powerful Archmage. We really are. No, come on, Wild Magic. You've literally got 55 work more out of the 4,000 or whatever it was that it needed. Finish it. Okay, it's only a normal quality bed. You suck. However, let's and then we're gonna reinstall this. I don't know, here or something. I don't fucking know. Let's just reinstall it here. Reinstall this here. And then reinstall this bed here. I mean, actually. Fuck yes. Let's just put that there. There we go. And now we assign it. Well, Magic, I hope you like your new room. It is a very impressive bedroom. Hungry, disturbed sleep, which is fair enough, but now you shall be fine. But yeah, and also we've bought and unlocked a lot of things with the implanty things. So Wild Magic has gained a lot of Psycast just from having them injected. Oh, they've got 2 points to spend. Oh, okay. Hey, Wild Magic. I might give you the option of spending one of them for us. And the reason why I'm only giving you the option to spend one is because I want to upgrade your overall stats. So you have more heat limit and regen, and there we go. So, we've got a lot of options, Wild Magic. We've got a lot of options. We've got all kinds of weird shit with the Archon stuff. Fast skip. You're after fast skip, are you? You've already got fast skip. Yeah. Yeah, you've already got those two. I think we unlocked it last session, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. But bottom line is, the ones that have glowy borders are the ones that you can pick from. Do you need me to hover over any of them? So that you can tell, like, what they are? Or do you already know? Because you seem to know the mods quite well. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, because we plugged in the manhunt to pulse. We found that, I think. And again, I think the psychic shock one we did. Regrow limbs is an old one. The spy one. Oh, this one. Invisibility. You can manipulate the visual senses of everyone nearby, rendering them unable to perceive a particular individual for a short time. So you can target someone to make someone else invisible. Pain block. You can stop people feeling pain for a bit. Word of healing. Stimulate a person's regenerative capabilities into overdrive, effectively tripling their natural healing factor for a few days. Holy shit, that's pretty good. Word of healing's nice. You've got this one, which is kind of like you make a tiny glowy speck in midair, which just kind of produces light. Bramble maze. Causing it to sprout shoots of brambles that wither after 12 hours. Shield animals. Spherical skip gates on all colony animals in range that send all incoming and outgoing ground level projectiles to some distant place. So all the animals become immune to conventional weaponry. Projectiles, specifically. You want Berserk in the Archotechnist. Induce a Berserker psychosis in the target's mind. Contact anyone nearby. But they regain rationality after 15 seconds. Yeah, let's go Berserk. Well, you know, let's make someone else go berserk. But yes. You are becoming increasingly mighty. think what I'm going to do is make you create a skip gate. Somewhere. Okay, so now I'm going to test this out. Okay, so as with the gene banks, the gene processors also do not block each other's line of sight. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Buffalo revenge. Guys, why did you... I mean, you murdered the muffalo. That's... So this hunting party is just randomly hunting buffaloes, because why the hell not, I suppose. I don't care. Feel free to hunt. Hunt all you want, boys. So, again, let's go back to this. Another Muffalo Revenge, who cares? It's NPCs. I mean, I could just put it here. Or put it here, and then just have gene banks behind it. Or here, and have gene banks, and sorry, processors behind it. Because I bet the processors don't block the gene banks either. I don't know. I don't think it really matters too much. We should, Delta, but they've given us an awful lot of stuff for random hospitality that we've provided them. So I'm fine with this. I'm fine with them doing what they're doing. That will block that way, though. That's the only problem with that. Okay. Should we just put it there? I'm just going to put the gene sequencer here. Have a corridor here so they can get through to the back. Actually, then again, I don't think they can get through to the back ones now. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. I'm going to put the gene processor there. Because there needs to be gaps around it. Okay. It's weird just how much this actually kind of needs a bit of thought put into it. We're now going to deconstruct the old one. Those two can just stay where they are for now. No, I've made two. I'm going to make multiple. I'm going to make a lot. We're going to need a lot. But yes, we've got these two, but there's going to be more needed. What's our power at the moment? Power's pretty good, actually. Damn. Probably could do with some lighting in there. Just 'cause, you know. Make another farm here, I suppose. Just till the soil. I know that's kind of in the way of Monocam's room, but it is what it is. Yeah, that sounds crazy wild. I think the sanguiphages are going to be complicated for the most part because, you know, they've got all the Arco whatever it is. See, that's 3. That's 6. That's 13. That's 16. Oh my god, that's 22. 25. So 29 of that complexity is purely from the Archite stuff that they have. So, yeah, I can believe it. Most things are not quite that complicated, thankfully. Still, we've got room. We've got room for expansion. We'll figure it out. We've got room for more gene banks, more for more gene processors. It's all good. It's all good. More. So we've got 500 steel. Well, eventually, slowly, bit by bit. Is there anybody else can do sucky? We know for a fact that all of the ones we've got, we like to keep. So I'm gonna forbid the ones that we want to keep, which I think is all of these. And then obviously we've got those two new ones that have nothing in them. There's that crappy one just for selling, but it's empty at the moment. I'm just going to try something out. Yeah, so even though it's forbidden here, it's just for people touching them. We have our thing. Yeah, I mean, we've had moments where we've had a lot more steel than that. I will freely admit that, yeah, it's not a huge amount. I mean, he was going to deliver the steel to there, and it was just kind of like, nope, I'm going to drop it now, even though it's still needed. God damn it. And what I'll do is I will make our new warrior gene, the base gene that will have like the full-on penalties, assuming that someone is never going to need to or want to do a particular other thing, which basically I think is going to be Jackson. Jackson is going to end up being the guinea pig, I think, on this, since they have no specific like super strength with, you know what I mean? You know, they're not amazing at something that we need. Whereas someone like Delta Halo, of course, we don't want to give them penalties to crafting or medical because they're really good at that. So we'll find other ways of doing that. And also Delta, we need to slurp more genes out of them anyway. Oh, genes regrowing. We don't want to put you in. You'll instantly die. Sucky. You like a sucky. There we go. We're going to extend Chosen's laboratory. Chosen's straight in there helping with the demolishing. concert. Wild Magic is holding a concert. Everyone who goes will gain recreation. Is that because we've got a piano? It is. Wild Magic, apparently you can play the piano. Cool. Hey, well, I mean, I'm not going to complain. There's music happening. Wild Magic is, Wild Magic is trying to play the piano, but Wowters basically just positions themselves between Wild Magic and the piano and just stares at them for a bit. It's a concert. Yay! What is Wild Magic gaining anything? Like, obviously social may be going up, but is it an intellectual thing? What, like, what's the artistic would make sense, wouldn't it? But I don't think it is anything. Disease, plague. Holy shit! Was this one of those weird-ass plague parties? Oh, everyone come round. Let's get the plague quickly. What the fuck? How so? Oh my god. That was not a good concert. It was a really, really unfortunate concert. What the fuck? Oh my god. Well, Magic, I do not approve of your concert. I mean, sure. What's Potbelly doing? Getting neural supercharge. Delta, I mean, could you just like... We need people to fucking tend people. Sorry, Delta, you just happen to be there. Potbelly just sneaks in and steals your bed. Yeah, we're gonna have to just kick people out of the bed once they've been treated. Chosen is still trying to attend the concert. Sure. Monicum. If you need to rest, you need to... Oh, damn it. There we go. The concert went viral. I know that plagues and viruses... a plague isn't necessarily going to be a virus, but, you know, I feel like it's a good thing. It's a good thing that, you know, that the wording is good. Still, that's an unfortunate situation. Who has not been treated? Off by one. Sorry. Yeah, we don't want these guys especially tended to. With good medicine, anyway. Everybody got the fucking plague. It's just ridiculous. What I'm going to have to do is keep a very close eye on everyone. Anyone with the plague who's not in hospital, basically. And then do our best to just monitor who needs the immunity more, like whose plague is the worst. Cause holy shit. Like Necromancer. you have too much plague. You have too much plague in you. Off by 1. Nobody has medicated you. Bulk goods trailer, trade ship. We could. And that's kind of why I need to monitor it, because there's gonna be a point where people need the good stuff. But I want to at least get 20% there before I start burning glitter on people. Yeah, we definitely want to make sure we spend things appropriately. Let's get rid of all this rat meat. We probably don't need that much corn. Although the fruit probably can be... I mean, we can get rid of some of the fruit. We can get rid of some of the corn. 200 of it, maybe. Chem fuel, Neutromine, components, L-Tex, all the good stuff, cloth. We've got lots of good stuff. Bird, skin, various crappy leathers that we've just got little bits of incidentally. Like elephant leather. Like, we've got blue fur. Blue fur is good. We can get rid of bits that we've got from other things. Heavy fur, we've got 7 of it. Fox fur, 11. Guinea pig, bison wool. Not enough to do anything with anything. We can get rid of some of the muffalo wool. We are using corn for fuel, but I think we're back to a good amount of fuel, I think. Actually, no. To be fair, you inadvertently make a good point. As much as we have as much fuel as we need, the tank at the bottom is not full, so it'll keep on making it until that tank is full. So we have to wait for that tank to be full before I start selling excess. But yes, that has good inadvertent point. We never use this penicillin. We just never use it. There's no point having it. Juggernaut serum, shell, jade, uranium. Let's have a little look. We could grab a load of steel. Yeah. Plasteel is a good idea. Maybe. We don't need those. Banana. We've got so many fish. Yeah, we obviously once we got that brain implant for you, we didn't really have much money left over, but we certainly can go and do some more trades in the future. Would be a very good idea. Oh, we've got a skill trainer for animals. We'll find who's good at animals, who wants animals. Ooh. Oh, I like the fact there's an excellent quality book for recreation purposes. I like books. I've not really done anything with these ovums. I'm going to get rid of these 2 specific ovums. Keep these ovums. Well, but then again, they're not worth anything, so there's no point really going for it. Demonstrate scarves aren't actually doing too well at the moment, but let's have a little look what else we've got. Gloves. Gloves that basically aren't Devil Strand can be gone. Steel shelves. Baby decorations. Dining chairs, beds, toy box. No, I mean, we're pretty much good with everything. Okay. Uranium baby decoration. We'll pass. We'll pass on that, I think. I'm actually going to sell some of our fish. They're not worth a huge amount, but I kind of feel, although the koi, strangely enough, is. I wonder if it's because you can use them decoratively. No one wants eels. Piranhas is just kind of funny to have. That'll do. And there we go. We have a bunch of stuff. Okay. Who's off by one? You're still... Oh, here we go. Yep, you're getting the good medicine. Well, you're getting medicine. Potbelly, what is wrong with you? Ooh, yeah, the fact that you've lost a kidney might cause a bit of problem. Blood filtration will it'll cause problems with that, but we can figure it out. Your immunity is still ranking up quite well. Strudel seems to be doing quite well for immunity. Sigma wanted some. Let's kick Strudel out. Sigma has been treated, but the bed is going to help. It'd be funny to shove it in there. So if we shove it in there, put that in there. Yeah, okay. And then we'll shift that over by one. Put the people in the corner and... But yeah, I actually want 8 beds. 8 beds seems good. And it's suddenly this is like a... Yeah, 8 beds sometimes is a good idea. Phobos is in bed. Potbelly is in bed. T-Rex is in bed. I'm just looking at the people that have the bad symbols. Chosen is not in bed. Sigma is now in the green. Potbelly is off by 1. You're in the red. T-Rex. There's Necromancer. You're in bed. Good. Well, if Sigma's now... Oh, sorry, Phobos. Sigma? Phobos. There we go. Oh no, Phobos is suddenly now in the yellow again. For fuck's sake. Potbelly. T-Rex. T-Rex is in the green. Off by 1. What is your drama? Where are you? I thought I'd given you a bed. Maybe I accidentally kicked you out of a bed. Phobos. Delta Halo. Delta, you're fine. Well, you're not fine, but... I mean, you are really doing well, actually. Wow, Magic, I would actually like you to do that. I know you don't want to. Oh, wow, you've got a mangled scar on your brain? What the fuck? How did that happen? From a crushing wound. The fuck? I think you need to regenerate yourself. Wow, that's a nasty, nasty injury on the brain you've got, Wild Magic. Goxy. Well, yeah, it's only it's only a minor case of serious brain damage. You know, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, maybe we should, you know, maybe you should put yourself in a coma and get that brain issue fixed. Yeah, you just got hit in the skull and that's it. A crushing wound. Gross. Oh, you're in pain. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Delta. I'm glad you understand. You see, Monocam is immediately just kind of like, yay! Well, magic is fine. Not the best at construction, but you know. Doesn't even really like construction that much, but you know. Yeah, we just needed more, you know, beds for all the plague victims. You see, Little Horn's immediately like, yay, bed. So yeah, we're just going to have to keep an eye on the people that are, because the color coding is nice. I appreciate the color coding. It looks like green is like, your immunity is way ahead of the infection. Yellow is, it's, you know, close. Could be above, could be below, but it's still close. And red is like, oh, this is not good. But yes, I believe these things give, yeah, the actual drips, the intravenous drips give you immunity gain speed. So it'll get people over the plague quicker. Okay. While people are, I think Delta's just kind of treating people. This is good. This is good. We are running low on that stuff though. I'm going to increase the amount of drugs that we want. There we go. And it requires herbal medicine, cloth, and neutromine. We can move this around. Floors. Sterile tiles. Quick. We just need to make sure that we restock all the medicine. I believe the neutromine... Wait, select the neutromine. That does not degrade over time. Like, I don't think that it needs refrigeration. Yes, it looks like it's deteriorated quite a bit, actually. But I don't think that was because it was left out. Or rather, because it's not because it wasn't refrigerated or anything. Yeah, we need a lot of people fed now. That is in itself a bit of a thing. I'm going to just change this. And then just have it so people can go through that. Gift. Holy shit! They enjoyed their time so much. They gave us 24 medicine. Holy shit. They're like... I don't think they necessarily... Maybe they enjoyed watching us catch the plague so much that they just feel sorry for us though now. And now decide here's some medicine. You probably need it more than we do, kind of a deal. You know what I mean? Like it's a pity thing. It's a pity thing. Minor break risk. Necromancer, why are you so unhappy? Ravenously hungry. That is... Could you just feed? You just feed Necromancer, please. Serious pain. Okay, looks like everyone is in the green. I think we need to give you some psychite tea, I think. See, originally I closed and sealed that door because I didn't want people traipsing through to get to places. But now the way the hospital is, I don't think it's... Oh, no, people are still going to do that, which is annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. It's a shortish cut, you know. That'll perk him up a bit. Paige is just going around treating everybody. At least we got all that medicine from the kinship. We seem to get medicine quite a lot from them guys. They're going nuts with that. It's great. Thanks, Paige. Okay. I don't think we have the great one. Strong melee. So no passion increase. I think that we're sitting on all this DNA, so I'm going to start applying it anyway. But, you know, it's not perfect. You know, unstoppable would be great, which I think also is a hussar, or however you pronounce it. There's definitely a better selection of genes available that will be helpful for melee characters. I know that. But I think what we've got is good. Strong melee damage, a load of negatives so that we can keep the metabolic efficiency good. Robust, obviously, is fantastic. Even things like reduced pain is potentially good. Well, and you know, fast wound healing wherever that is. There it is. So yeah, we've got a lot of good stuff. It's not ideal, it's not perfect, but we've got a lot of good stuff. Like awful social, awful shooting, and awful crafting. What a great selection of things that melee people most of the time aren't gonna need. We're just gonna have to keep an eye out for those cool genes. But yeah, Jackson's doing all right. Yes, they're not particularly into melee, but they are melee. And they're just going to have to deal with it. That melee is going to go up to 15 when they get genetically engineered. So it's not like they're going to be bad at melee, but yes, their gain is not as good as it could have been. Ooh. Yay, Paigey, you got the Freya in there. Yeah. Right, let's just create another grow zone. Grow zone. And let's what I'm gonna do is change that to something else and grow heal root here. I'm now gonna quickly have a little look at the fields. We're then gonna put that like that. This one, I'm going to shrink it probably, just because it was sort of, that was put in place as like an emergency thing, but I don't know what I want to actually do with it. So I'm going to maybe leave it as it is, let it grow. Come on, you two. Do your things. I mean, that is true. That is true, Chosen. I don't know. Let's I think that's I mean, I don't even know. I sort of don't even. It's something for the future. We're not going to get things perfect, but we can get things fairly good. So I'm okay with this. First things first, I need to build the gene. The genome. The gene whatever. So, at a glance, I want super fast wound healing. I want robust, strong melee damage, strong melee. We're going to do awful shooting, social, intellectual, crafting, animals. All of that. Bear in mind, this is a template, so we're going to have to pop things in and out of it if we have a melee fighter that does cooking, or a melee fighter that does whatever. But this will be the base, like, this is going to be like Jackson, who doesn't really do anything else. Can do other things, but doesn't. Now, at the moment, that's balanced metabolic efficiency quite well. Fast Runner will definitely be helpful, but I'm just having a little look at... Oh, Nearsighted was definitely one of the ones I wanted as well, because who cares? It gives them penalties to shooting. We're not interested. We're not interested in that side of things. So now we're at +3 metabolic efficiency. This is good. Poor social we can't because we've already got awful social. Poor social, actually, we need to pop out of the gene bank. Reduced pain is a possibility. But Fast Runner, I think, it should be part of the default. What else is going to be good? What else is going to be good? Technically, elongated fingers is going to be good for almost everyone. And melee fighters, I mean, manipulation is used for everything. High libido. I don't think high libido is going to be particularly useful in this scenario. It's just adding complexity. Fire resistance definitely going to be useful. The long jump legs only works if you have hemogenic, and we don't have hemogenic. So that is unfortunately a throwaway thing. Yeah, we'd have to have the hemogenic thing, which is like a vampire thing. More sex means better mood. To be honest, mood's actually doing quite well at the moment, I think. I think we're doing alright. What does the fairy tale give us? Comfortable temperature stuff. Yeah. You don't think Fast Run is a good idea? I think super fast wound healing has got to be a good idea, though. Bear in mind that for Jackson, I think this is a good build. Because all of those negatives are irrelevant. And then when we upgrade other people, we're just going to pop, say, poor cooking and awful crafting out, and then we'll pop out Fast Runner, or pop out super fast wound healing. Whatever. We'll get rid of those things. The wound healing, actually, I think there are implants that can improve healing. So that would probably be one of the ones that I pop out first. I think that's a good build as a basic thing. It's more to kind of get people back on their feet quicker, and why wouldn't you? No, but it gets people back on their feet quicker, and that's what I like. It reduces the chance of infections as well if people recover from their wounds. Again, medicine can get rid of that, but the infection will still nevertheless penalize people while they have it, even if there's no risk of them dying. I'm looking at this thinking it's a good shout. The only other option is that fire resistant would be good. But there's no easy way of me balancing that with everything else. I don't actually know how much your social skill causes issues. I don't think people's opinions of you change, but I think it's just that there's less skill in social stuff. I don't know. I'm going to save this. Anyone have any thoughts on... Well, I mean, to be honest, this is like a base... This is like the base melee kind of thing. I'm not even necessarily going to be using this exact thing anyway. I mean, there is... Calm is actually a good one. That is very true, actually. There's no other plus to balance it. I don't mind the hunger rate being slightly higher. Are you also... Are you... My brain is like, are we using jacks for crafting from time to time? Again, I don't care if we are or we're not. We're not going to be soon. Hey, Sigma. I will try my best. We're just doing genetic engineering at the moment. I'm gonna save this as base melee. That is now our base melee build. No, you just could. I was just trying to read it. And I'm just like, what? My brain is not computing this thing. I don't think there are any penalties on here. Never social fights. Never violent. Never prison break. Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of amusing that they're... I can imagine them, they're like calm and detached from the fight. Like they're skilled and deadly and striking with purpose and taking blows, but at no point do they start losing it or anything like that. Okay. Now that base melee build... Hang on, let me... I have no idea. Let me know. You want to name it properly into something else? You can do. I'll tell you what, yeah. Okay, guys, so anyone in live chat right now, if you've got a thought on what you think this build could be called, then yeah, suggest it. I actually have, yeah, I think we should. So yeah, it's entirely built to be a frontline melee build. And it should be fun. Obviously, this is not going to be exactly the same as every melee fighter. We're going to drop things out as and when we apply it to different people. But this first one, Jackson's going to be... And the fact that we've got the complexity, we didn't have to build too many gene assemblies. Or, sorry, too many gene processors. Is fantastic. It requires a pun. I feel like, yeah. The other one was a bedrocker, which I thought was a fantastic double meaning on that one. That was good. Because it was like mining and libido. So bedrocker, yeah, that was good. I liked that. So yes, punch wizard, a punch wizard. Not sure why they're a wizard, but they're punchy. Okay, let's start racking these up. Votes. Punch wizard. Okay, punch wizard is one possibility. Which I do not... I'm going to close this because we've saved it. I've got the template currently called base melee, but I'll change it obviously. The fact that we only needed 4 processors to get that going is good. It was good. I like it. We've got the lab. The lab is good. Somewhat impressive laboratory. But this will also allow... Oh, we can't even move these fucking things. Ugh! How much do they cost to build? Oh, thankfully, it's not too bad, but... Destroying things, then I have to remake them is just such a pain, you know? Such a pain. I might put the recharging base somewhere here. But I know I need other things. Oh, Delta's ripping... Oh, no, I think you might have ripped stuff out of it, but then hurt it. I mean, you might as well just haul it while you're there. Dumb half-blind tank. That's a bit of a mouthful. Gotta make it a bit shorter than that, chosen one. You can't... It's gotta be punchier. You know, it's gotta be more concise. That your suggestion is far too verbose. Calm deader. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. Because they're calm and they make people dead, and dead calm is a... We're trying to come up, little horn. We're trying to come up with names for the melee build. The Dominator. Okay, that's That's not too bad. The Dominator. Yep. A pun on... well, Inator is just something that people put at the end of things anyway as a meme. But yes, I like the fact that it's Dominator, but they're dumb. That's how I'm reading that pun. So we've got Punch Wizard, Calm Deader, and Dominator. Because they're going to be pretty dumb and useless at other things, other than just hitting people with a stick. Hit them with a stick. Hit them with a stick. So yeah, someone like Little Horn, obviously with crafting and cooking being important, will not have the crafting and cooking penalties. But that means they'll probably lose the fast healing and the and stuff like that. But we'll see. Pods and Hives. Holy Chief of the Rebbe Kenship, facing repeated infestations. We'll get 12 hives, but we can then get stuff. A Silent Neuroformer is available for every option. Mind Numb Serum. Lots of Jade. Some Plasteel, that's good. Quite like the Neuroformer Plasteel and some Goodwill. Though admittedly the Goodwill's kind of irrelevant. We're in good terms with them when they come over for their holidays. I mean, I feel like just the word Terminator isn't protected, since it literally is the name of normal things. Oh my god. This peppermint tea is really nice, it's going down well, but it's not soothing my stomach at all. It's still churning away. I'll have a think about this. Smash Boom Crash. I'm gonna go with Terminator with why not? Why not? So votes time. Well, I'm trying to be good, Goxie. I'm trying to be good. Trying to keep my alcohol consumption at least, you know, down a little bit. Partly for health reasons, and you know, it's not good to be drinking too much. But also because it's expensive, and I'm just very, very poor this month. You know, Christmas is coming up, so I'm desperately trying to save some money to try and get some Christmassy things done. And yeah, so I've not really got much money, so I'm trying to be good for that reason as well. So it's like a double goodness, as it were. And we'll see how well that goes. Well, I'm going to unpause it and watch things happen. But yeah, I'm actually surprised we needed so few of these processes to get something good done. Okay, anyone looking bad as far as illness goes? Let's just manually look. That's, you're chosen, you'll be fine. We've got a very good hospital, so I feel like we're probably gonna be fine. Holy shit, yeah, people are racing into good immunity territory. Wow, Sigma's practically over it. Off by One's not doing amazing, but they had a bad start to it. Strudel, again, I think everybody is doing well with the plague. Phobos is a bit sick of it, but yeah. Even Potbelly with missing kidney is doing well. Oh yeah, the self-regrow. That would be funny, wouldn't it? I'm gonna wait for everyone to not have the plague and then do it. That's fair, Goxie. Hey, everyone likes things for different reasons. Oh wow, suddenly we're getting loads of votes for the Calm Data. Oh, look at that. Holy shit, Goxie. Another trade ship. Chosen, I know you're sleeping, but just go call them. Yeah, well, the Bedrocker was a ridiculously good pun. I can't remember exactly who came up with it. Apologies. But holy shit, it was a good one. Was it? It was very, very good. No, that's no good. Healing factors. Do we not have the healing tech prints? Because it does seem to only suggest things that we don't already have. Incendiary launchers, Hellcat rifle, EMP, charge lamps. Got flak vest, flash grenades, blah blah blah. Marine helmet. Okay, we haven't really got much to sell them. Not really got much to buy from them either. Yeah, the one that's a bit knackered, yeah, because then it'll just get remade anyway. Not a bad shout. These things are just cause burn wounds, which are weird, so I'm going to get rid of one of them. Oh, the flak jacket. The flak jacket. We don't have a flak jacket. That's one that they have. But I actually will get rid of the 70% flak vest. But yeah, I don't really know much about the Hellcat rifle. I think it's kind of like an assault rifle with an extra thing. Biopowered mini burner. So it's kind of like a mini hell flamethrower thing. But I think we've probably got better stuff. I don't know. Oh, hello, Freya. What you doing, girl? What are you doing? She's meowing. She's meowing. Because that is just what she does. She does a meow. Let's, okay, I'm just going to have a little look at our research. Come on, open up. Oh, I know we're on there. Healing factor. Yeah, we don't have healing factors. I'm going to quickly buy that one then. Oh god, we can't. It's so expensive. And we don't have... I bet I can find a way. But then again, it might be because you're ill that it's so expensive. Yeah. You are, in fact, ill. Ah! When we've got money in the future, just... Monicam's going to rest. Okay. Freya, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? You're just bouncing around. You're on the desk now, that's it. You want to be... You want to be in with the action. Yeah, you want to be part of the stream, do you? Yeah. You're not very warm, Freya. You've obviously not been on the cushion near the heater. Where have you been? I think you went downstairs. Now you want some love. Give us a kiss. The top of her head is what I'm kissing, just to let you know. The coagulator thing is good, though. Yeah, people stop bleeding quickly. Bleeding is bad. Coagulation in that context is good. What do you want, friend? You just sat there in the way of the monitor, sort of. Not actually too much in the way, just a little bit in the way. She just wants to... She wants to be a part of things. I mean, we could kill all of these. harassing. What are you, Freya? That's a mouse mat. I need that. I mean, we could easily kill them. Is it worth it, though? Probably not. Death rest could pass. I mean, that's a lot of uranium. Holy shit. Eh. I'm happy to just chill while things are, quiet, you know? Just double checking these are all still in the good radius. Yeah, she's a good cat. And she knows what she likes. She likes her jawline rub, like under the chin she likes that. But what her favourite thing is literally along her lip line on the side of her face. Just sort of behind her whiskers. And she'll sit there and she'll enjoy that for a bit. And they're kind of like, I call them eyebrows, they're not really eyebrows. She's not big on that. It's what she's used to, you know. She grew up with somebody else looking after an old lady, so I don't know how much she, as an elderly cat, has gotten used to. So, yeah, certain things she's kind of like, what are you doing? And it's like, okay, that kind of feels weird, but okay. Jackson does actually, there you go, Jackson's making things. God damn it. But yes, Jackson does make things sometimes, but... I'm happy for them to not be that good at things. They've got a passion in it, though. Yeah, we'll figure it out. There's cough in there. Maybe what I'm gonna do. Let's be nice. Let's be nice to Jackson, and say, you will now officially be one of our crafters. Exactly. And that's the whole point of that being the base template. You know, it'll have things taken out, and then the positives will be taken out with it. So we'll just see how things go. It's weird that actually a lot of our melee people are good at crafting. I guess they're just good with their hands, I suppose. Oh, Necro, why are you so miserable? Ravenously hungry. Why is no one feeding you? Like, seriously, guys. Jackson, could you please feed Necromancer? Like, everyone's just kind of like not feeding Necro. I don't know why. Let's just see what else. I mean, there's a lot of people that are not being fed, to be fair. The T-Rex is going to... I mean, Necro could just go and fucking feed themselves, but, you know, that would be, like, effort. What's up with Sigma? Pain. So that's the problem. Ah, the plague is now gone from them, so that's okay. T-Rex apparently also is now immune. But yes, the voting is done. Oh, Dominator and Dead Karma. Calm Deader, sorry. I think Dominator. I quite like the Dominator. The Dominator. Yeah, Dominator it is. It's rude in its way, but they shouldn't be dumb. So load up the base melee. Do that. I'm just gonna leave it as that. Save template, load template, base melee, delete base melee, Dominator. We have the Dominator. And what I will do, because Jackson is a crafter, I am going to get rid of the awful crafting. But now we have to get rid of something else. I'm going to get rid of the... Oh, God. What do we get rid of? Again, the wound healing is not the most important thing out of all of this. Neither is the fast running. Now, let's go to the fast running. So now we're going to start combining this. And that will be Jackson's. So I guess we're going to wait for that to get built. Yeah. If it kills, we can bleed it. Off by one's got immunity, basically, at this point. Chosen will be fine. Necro will be fine. Even if they don't get treated, they'll be fine. Yeah. Off by one has taken major strides in becoming immune to things. And then after you've eaten, go back there. Monicam, practically immune. Phobos, practically immune. Potbelly. Get in there. Yeah, practically immune. There's so many all in one go, aren't there? Chosen's getting medicated. Wild magic became level 15 in mining. There we go, Chosen. You're all good. Oh, you're studying a thing. I would like you to create the DNA for Jackson. I mean, let's be honest, Chosen's probably the best person for the job. Like, they'll blitz through it in 3 hours, apparently. Yeah, but yeah, making, oh, Chosen's decided to teach a lesson. Nah, I would like you to stick with the thing that I actually told you to stick with. 2 hours left. Oh, wow, and that was... So yeah, it's about like 2.5 hours then in total, if that's a whole 2 hours. Well, teaching the lesson is important. Poor Foxtail's sitting there. Wouter's gonna go in there and teach about shooting people. Yeah, Foxtail, you're gonna learn how to shoot someone in the face. It's important. It isn't this colony anyway. And why is Necromancer miserable still? Just always miserable. Chosen is consuming a meal. Cool. Once you've finished the meal, go make the DNA. Make the genome, the xenogerm, whatever. I don't know what it is. It's a thing. See, there's a lot of options that we have the potential of having. You know, making more bedrockers is a potential, and then squeezing some other things into being a bedrocker. Like, we could customize DNA for each person. To the point where you're like, okay, Gillen, you are a foodie and a miney person. You also do cooking. Sorry, which is literally what I said. Do we have pew-pew, like shooting benefits? We don't, actually. Elongated fingers obviously would benefit anything that's a physical activity. But yeah, it's gonna be alright. Serious pain. think it's just the pain from having the plague is always an issue. Does immunity then stop you feeling the pain? It reduces the pain, perhaps. Or... I don't think actually though the immunity does reduce the pain. Not directly. It just reduces the percentage of infection. So therefore, the pain naturally reduces. Can you check stock of other places from map before going there? Going where? Are you talking about the before going to the worshipful village, you mean? Yeah, we can do. Are you thinking that if we can find some of those hassors, it will be a good idea? Another trade ship going by. The hell? Well, you're in no state to trade yet. We've just traded. We haven't gained anything more in the meantime. We can probably let them pass. Although they are exotic goods. Sorry, wake up, Chosen. Wake up! Grab a little makeup. Now you are immune. That's it. Everybody is now immune or cured. I mean, there is that. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for slaves. That's not a bad idea. We will keep an eye out for slaves. So, we got geese. I don't think we want geese. A yak. Some desserts. Stuff. We haven't really got a huge amount of money, so we'll, I mean, we can sell a bit of ambrosia. It's not really going to get as much. Shells, bioferrite, various stuff. The healing factors thing has come round again. I kind of want coagulators. Coagulators seems like a good shout. I like how these are entirely cosmetic DNA. So, beards. Just everyone gets a beard. Mini horns, and then beards are always bushy. I like the fact that you could combine it with bearded and bushy and make every single one of our colonists have bushy beards, male or female. That would be kind of hilarious. Scarless. Ooh. And also foam spray. The fuck? -5 complexity, -2 efficiency. But they have foam spray, which basically means they can put out fires. I mean, it's tempting, isn't it? Scarless, unfortunately, is an archetype thing. It's a good shout, though, isn't it? You know, I could squeeze that into some people. Problem with that is it's on its own. It's we haven't really got the. It's good, but complexity 4, and it requires a capsule, which we've got plenty of capsules. But I just feel like it's an awful lot for that random thing. Yeah. I think I might pass. It's a lot of money to spend on things like that. Exactly, Chosen. Wouter's been just like really, really greedy with the suckage. Like, ideally, I would like the hemo whatever it is. You know, the one so you actually have the blood bar. Because you don't even have to then have the ability to suck blood. You don't have to have the penalties associated with going without blood. It can just literally be drink a blood bag and then it just sits inside you waiting for you to do a big jump. Exactly. He needs to be more releasey or something. I don't know. We can keep going. Eventually, Wouter will give up their secrets. Blee! An Orion exoskeleton. Holy shit. I mean, Orion exoskeletons, you can't steal them out of people from last time I checked. They are very strong. But way out of our price league, our price thing. Yeah, it's not what you did, it's what you don't do. That's it. The Orion exoskeleton's basically just insane. It enhances so much and doubles the effectiveness of things. It's like, it's crazy. I don't think there is anything that we really want or can have. Like sure, there's stuff we could take, but it'd be just pointlessly just grabbing things for the sake of it. Whatever. Chosen, go. Oh, you're not injured. Okay, well, you just chill then. Okay. Oh, we've got some more goo. Okay. Nah. Make our own drugs if need be. Shelter for nobles. They need to stay with 7 of their allies. And they won't do any work. They're just going to sit here for 7 days, slurping up all of our stuff and being miserable because it's paste. No. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, have we got it? I think we got it. Because there's nothing left to do. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. The Dominator. Order implantation in Jackson. Okay. T-Rex is making medicine. Jackson is a thingying. Someone's playing darts. Let's get this going. Just implant the genes in Jackson. Jackson is imminently about to become something greater. Something beautiful. Come on, Delta. Jackson's like, I'm trying to sleep here. Major break risk. Necromancer. Of course. And terrible aging and sick and just being a miserable fart. Tell you what. Go drink psychite tea. We will youngify him. We can actually youngify him. Let's wait for Delta to finish the thingy. There we go. It's midday. Let's chronify Necromancer. And the target, well, Crabtree's 46, 49. Well, that one's looking spicy. Oh, 32. $37. We can get the younger than that. We can do this. Let's get wild magic involved. That adds another year of transfer. Well, we can just pump loads of people in, can't we? Hold on. I think Sigma is also good psychic as well. I don't know how it necessarily benefits, but you know. Actually, then again, I think we need to make sure that it's people who are not already miserable. So, Wouter, you are fine. You're pretty happy. Little Horn. Actually, I don't know whether it matters if the chanters are involved or not. But I feel like if people are happy... Foxtail! We'll get the young 13 years. There we go, Necromancer becomes 32. You'll be happy. You'll be happy. I think everybody in the colony gets miserable, to be fair. God, Monocam is starting to become less and less convinced of their religious things. Yeah, you little shit. Yeah, because Jackson did come around for a few episodes, didn't they? And then they just kind of stopped. More important things to do, I'm guessing. Come on, hold it together for the ceremony. This is literally the ceremony that's going to make you less unhappy. So if you break the ceremony because of unhappiness, it's like being hungry and then halfway through your meal, you have a hissy fit because of the hunger and throw the food across the table. We don't do this. Oh my god, what is going on? Why is Off by One and Potbelly fighting? Oh god. Lovely. Absolutely glorious. I mean, we have any medical people. Are they all in the... No, they're not. Off by One is literally one of the medical people. Paige. Rescue Off by One. Fuck's sake. And Delta. Go into the hospital. Yeah, and then you're actually gonna... Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna leave it in the fridge so we know it's theirs. Yeah, everyone needs to like and subscribe. Exactly. Yeah, meow. Look, you'll make her meow too much. To the Necromancer, now why are you miserable? Oh, I'm sick and in pain. You know what, we'll be happy. Just go drink some psychite tea and someone else will bloody recover them. Potbelly, what are you doing? Imbecile. And Monocam's having a sad wander. Cool. What's up with Smoke Pop? Just nothing particularly good or bad happening in their life. What, Necromancer? I mean, they did. Yeah, look, they've got a really fancy fucking room right here. I think they're just being dumb. Like, literally, it's a nice room. Supercharge. We don't have a spare one. We could always just make a copy of this and make more superchargers. Yeah, but they don't have a partner, so I don't think that's the way it works. I think our ideology means you have to be married to the Judah Devil's Tango. Or, put another way, fuck. I'm allowed to swear. It's my channel. It's my channel and I'll swear if I want to. Swear if I want to. Fucking swear if I want to. You would swear too if it was your channel too. Do. Yeah, some of you probably wouldn't. I know some of you don't like swearing, which is fair. Oh, my stomach. My God, what is up with my bloody stomach today? To be fair, it's been a bit of a... Oh, shit. Wait. Oh. So, those surgical scars that Necromancer came with have just kind of healed. Just like that. Awesome. What's up with Chosen? Pain, drowsy, saw a corpse, bit guilty about the stealing the actual life force out of the innocent. To be honest, it's been like this the whole stream, Goxie. It really has. It's been, it's one of them things. It's one of them things. Fine. Well, thankfully, not diarrhea, but kind of a... Like, every now and again it feels like maybe, but then it isn't. It's just not good. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where there are a lot of people who are offended by swearing, and through no fault of their own, so there's no extreme break risk. Monicam. I mean, you've literally just come out of a break. I'm just going to let them go and eat. And then they can go and sleep. So I think that, you know, it's sensible if people are offended genuinely by it, then to sort of restrain yourself a little bit. Self-control. If you can't do self-control, then there's no good. But yes, I think they are just words. Being offended is not entirely a choice, I don't think. I think your upbringing has a huge amount to do with it. I don't think there's a major problem with swearing, but there's a lot of things where we should be able to self-control. And if we can't, that's going to cause problems, you know? If you're swearing at a wedding, or swearing at a funeral, or swearing in a job interview, or swearing... and bear in mind, different words can offend people in different ways. So, yeah... Hey, some people kind of like that, Goxie. Not exactly like that, you know, that's a bit of an example, but... No, I agree with the philosophy that both the offender and the offendee, when it comes to causing offense through words alone, both should take some responsibility, but... I assume not serious. But I think that both need to take some responsibility. You know, it's to do with, is it reasonable for someone to be offended by your words? You know, if you start using the N-word around people, then it's perfectly reasonable for them to be offended by that, right? There's connotations with slavery and racism and all sorts of stuff which are connected with that. So it's reasonable to assume that people will be offended, and therefore as the speaker, causing offense is kind of your fault. But if you turn around and just simply say in conversation, oh, you know what, I could really do with a nice big gammon steak, just a nice big slab of pork right now, and someone over somewhere is like, I don't, for religious reasons, eat pork, I'm offended. No, that's unreasonable offense. You're just talking about that you fancy eating some pork. They can't legitimately, in my opinion, say that you can't talk about that because it's not reasonable. So yeah, that's my philosophy on it, I suppose. You know, it's to do with, is it reasonable? And that is in of itself, of course, relative. So yeah, there's a danger. There's dangers. Well, that's the thing is, Goxie, it is unreasonable for someone to be offended by that word. You know, the Netherlands, which I'm assuming is what you're saying, is not a well-known offensive word, whereas the N-word definitely is. It's to do with, like, is it reasonable for you to be offended or not offended by something? And at that point, the responsibility for offense can shift backwards and forwards between the speaker and the listener. A lot of it is common sense, but a lot of people ignore the common sense. Normally the people who want to offend people, they're normally the ones that ignore the common sense, strangely. Or the people who want to feign offense to get attention or to get other people in trouble. Both of those people that I've just defined are just bad people. Just, you know, fuck them. Murder them with a stick. I'm joking. Reasonable is subjective. There's a big grey area. But I think religion is but the people who are highly religious would not think that religion is a choice. Except when you're not one of theirs, at which point you could choose to convert to theirs. But then converting to someone else is not a choice. So, okay, I'm now ambivalent about that. Yeah, exactly. You know, if you start, you know, waving around swastikas, it's the vast majority of people would consider that to be an offensive thing. Certainly in Western culture. Obviously, there are plenty of other cultures where that is still framed within the religion, which is nothing to do with racism, but to do with prosperity and weird things like that. Let's not get into that. But I think that there are certain things that any reasonable person from Western culture would accept, that being offended by the N-word, a swastika, whatever, is reasonable. There's lots of grey area in the middle. Yeah, prosperity is weird. Hinduism, there you go. Something like that. Like certain old little shrines and stuff have it, because it is a symbol. But it's not reasonable to start waving it around and then say, oh, but no, I'm just showing this Hinduism. It's, no, you know you're not. You know what you're doing by waving it around, and now you're pretending it's because of some religious thing. It's like, no, you can't just pretend that and then have a plausible deniability. It's not plausible. But yeah, I think if people start, it depends. Oh, Sigma's gained a silent level. My goodness. Sigma, you have a level of psycasting. Yeah, in Germany, again, showing swastikas is a very serious offence. Now, we've got mend. Whoa, we can actually improve the quality of items. Haywire. Automated weapon systems can be disrupted. Metaphysically alters the designated equipment's power input to extract energy directly from fluctuations, the blah blah blah. Oh, I see. So you can make equipment not need power for a while, but still function. Rock construct. That's kind of cool. Conjure heat pearls. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, that does seem good. Yeah, let's go for the quality one. That's kind of cool. So many break risks. That plague didn't really threaten anyone's like life and death or anything, but it definitely threatens the peace and tranquility of things. Yeah, Hawaii seems to lead to other things, though. But also so do things like heat pearls and power. If you want to be able to build a stone golem to do things, then you kind of need something like that. Although the fact that conjure heat pearls is a thing would be quite fun. Wild magic self regrow. Yeah. Gonna fix your own brain damage. Okay, Wild Magic. I'm gonna get you to go back to your room. Go to your room! And then we're gonna have someone, you know, just kind of put you in bed or something. I don't know. Actually, just put you in hospital. I mean, I actually am assuming... Oh, no, I don't think they can... I don't think they can do themselves. Yep, they can't regrow their own limbs. They're probably just going to have to go into a vat. We could put them in a vat now. Yeah, we could do regeneration, and I think it would be a good idea to cure this sooner rather than later. Because even with the neural supercharge, it just brings them up enough. They're in pain, harmful aging. Oh my god. But you got chrono guilt. Let's put them in. Okay, Wild Magic. Because the bio regeneration, I'm pretty sure, is going to be just fine. Will bio regeneration do it? That's the question. Well, we'll know. We'll know actually when they go in. It'll tell us. Wild Magic bio regeneration. Yes, it will get rid of it. There we go. Okay, Wild Magic. You go and put yourself in a vat. Ugh. I think I might call it in a bit. My stomach's just not letting up. To be fair, we've had a reasonable amount of time. I believe the flak vests are all... Well, some of them were done. Yeah, we have multiple flak vests now. Yeah, two in stock. Oh wow, double strand hat thing. Oh, we need some of them. Well, we don't need some of them, but I feel like one at all times is a good idea. I don't know what Kathir is. Oh, we can't add anything more. Jeez. Why the hell not, is what I say. Why the hell not? If we're not making Parkers, then get rid of the job. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. I know eventually people will start getting helmets, but I think it's kind of fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have to admit, Paigey, I think I'm gonna bow out. We haven't really done anything like combat-y, or mission-y. We're just kind of like been pottering around, haven't we? No. Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna call it. Liquid sour, disgusting tasting. Oh, so it's like probiotic kind of stuff. That's fair. That's fair. It is what it is. Yeah, a bit of a slow episode, to be fair, but we've got genetic stuff done. That's cool. Well, I think it's cool anyway. Let's get some music going. I don't know what music. We'll do this. Let's turn it around to about there. Let me know if it's too loud. Obviously, it won't be too loud yet. But it might be soon. I don't know. Hard to say. It is a short stream, yeah. We're nearly 3 hours. Just stomach's making me feel meh. I just want to chill for a bit, you know. You know how it is. I don't know, little Hon. Although, I was definitely looking at... hang on, let me go on here. Outward. Outward definitely is an attractive proposition. Which is a very different kind of thing than the kind of colony management things that my live streams are at the moment. I was trying to avoid colony management. So like a third-person RPG sounds like a good option to me. And it's on offer until the 6th. So, it's like dirt cheap. That's probably because the second one's coming out soon. And they're just kind of, quick, sell it before we release the second one. Yeah, it looks like the kind of game that I would like. And for £4.19 at the moment, in fact, actually, let me just grab it now. Because I feel like whether I do a live stream or not, it's like... It's a good idea to get it while it's 88% off, you know? And it's the definitive edition. Ooh. So yeah, that's always a good thing. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll probably do the live stream. Caveman to Cosmos. Oh my god, I've not heard that, but it sounds interesting. It's always a good idea, Paigey. I think a lot of the time, though, if you do have like a game that you've been waiting for, been anticipating for a while, and money's not much of a major issue, buying things straight away the moment they come out is a thing to do sometimes. But yeah, waiting. If you start waiting for games, then the games are going to be the same distance apart. You know, like it's not like you're going to have longer and longer gaps between everything. What the hell is this? It's a whole thing. That's what it is. This is weird. Yeah, it makes sense. It really does. This is a weird, weird track. Oh, the Caves of Could, or however you... I've played it a little bit, and I don't know what to make of it. Like, I like it, but I sort of... I don't know. Like, I do like it, but I don't know whether it's... Maybe I've grown out of that kind of roguelike? Because I played Ancient Domains of Mystery and NetHack and Rogue and you know, all sorts of stuff and you know, NetHack or whatever. The point is, I played all sorts, and it is kind of, yeah, Goxie, it's kind of like that, isn't it? There's that kind of Middle Eastern vibe going. I like it. Like, it's super weird, but I like it. But, yeah. Well, what was I even talking about? I don't know. Caves of Could, yeah. So I don't know whether I've just kind of gotten out of that kind of sort of game, or I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was enjoying it, and I've got a good save going with like loads of different batteries powering different things, and even to the point of having like magma powered batteries and places where I know I can get magma, and so like I got reasonably far ahead, some cybernetics and stuff, but I just didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I suppose I should do the roll call. That'd be a good idea. So, I want to thank all of my adepts for supporting the channel. You're amazing. Wouter, Necromancer, That Monocam, Nakomi Summers, Darth Malik, Mistex, Julian Hess, Strudel, and Sigma. Thank you to Darth Malik for all of the gifts that you keep giving out for memberships. You're very generous. Thank you to all of my apprentices as well for supporting the channel in their way as well. Thank you to everyone in live chat. All my regulars. All of the regulars that do all the voting and the suggestions and shit. You guys are awesome too. Maybe even a little bit more awesome. I don't know, maybe. Don't tell anyone. So yeah, I'm kind of done now. More or less. I am leaving, Delta. I'm sorry. I know. Yeah, sleepy times for all. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all on Wednesday for more Mind Over Magic, and we'll see if we thingy. Yeah. Yee. Go on then, Goxie. Thank you for being here. It's amazing. It's good to see you again. I actually do like seeing the old names, if you know what I mean. Like, not the old name, but you know what I mean. But like, people who were regulars for a while and then they disappear for a bit and then they come back. It's always nice to see people coming back. So yes, you are appreciated. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves. And until Wednesday, cheerio.